Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? I just wanted to go over what's been happening in the last week because I've had a lot happening. Friday on Saturday on August 23rd, um, we had a big birthday party for my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter turned 50 on the 22nd, but we had a birthday party on the 23rd. It was something she's always wanted to do. She wanted it a Western theme. So I'll put some pictures up and check out. I'll have to get a close up of the pants I had on because I own absolutely no Western wear, none. So I did have to buy some pants for that. So stay tuned for all that. The next thing was I went to Arizona again to help my friend with her mom. They went up to Vegas, and so I stayed with her mom, which was absolutely wonderful. She was very talkative this time, which she doesn't talk very much at all anymore. But she was very talkative. Sometimes it was to me specifically, and other times it was in a faraway look. She was either looking to her left or right, up and down, and she was yelling at somebody. I don't know who it was, but she was yelling at someone. But anyway, while I was there, you know that the last time I went, I came back and we had this really curly hair, and I said, I'm just trying to do something different with my hair. I told you I wore my hair the same way for years, and I just got tired of it. I just wanted something different, and I'm not a big experimenter with my hair. Once I wore it one way. But even looking at all the videos, I thought my hair never looks the same, anyways. Even I put it up the same way every day, or I was, and it's different in every single video. So um, it's kind of surprising to me. So I thought, why not? Why not experiment? You know, let's just keep trying different styles. So when you saw me with the really curly hair, what we were using, I'm going to show you what we use. We use these tiny little clingy things, and that's what we did when we got the curly hair. And then I thought, in some of the other videos, I thought, well, I don't need it that tight, so I got this. But I don't know if you can see right there, I left it on there. Told my friend, as much as I like the curly hair look, oh, my hair is coming. I mean, it's just pulling my hair out. My hair's thin. I'm thinking I don't need any more hair to come out. So when I went to Arizona this time, she said, "Oh, I bought you something different." I said, "Okay, what did you buy me?" How nice of you. All right, so this is what she gives me. It looks like one of those things you put in the pools, except small size. And actually, that's exactly what it feels like. So it is the same material. And she said, "Oh, yeah, you just roll your hair up in it, and then you just bend them. You just bend them like this, and then hold your hair, and then it won't pull your hair out anymore." And I said, "Well, you know what? I'm willing to try it." So there were, it was a whole box of them. They're all 12 of them in here. So that was yesterday. I got back from Arizona. So today, when I got up and I took a shower, and I thought, you know what? Might as well put them in. And I'm going to show you the picture. I took a picture of me. Um, I look like a cartoon character. I was like, what the heck? Or look like somebody was trying to invent my own Wi-Fi or something. You'll see what I'm talking about. It was crazy. But this is how it came out. After all was said and done, this was how it came out. Not horrible. It gives me some body. That's what I was looking for. That's what I've been looking for, is just some body. But so, No, I'm not hating on it. It's something different, and that's all I wanted. I just wanted to have something different every now and then, and so I said I'm going to wear it and do this video with it just the way it is. Don't laugh too hard at that picture with me in the rollers, though. Pretty weird. And maybe I need to work on these curlers, but and when you guys see the picture, if I'm not doing those right, somebody better let me know. Please tell me in the comments or something, because I had no idea how to put those things in, and they kept wanting to fall down. I had to kind of bend them into the other curlers. It was weird. It was really weird. So then we did have a 50th birthday party for my oldest daughter. Um, I don't want to get into too much information and all that, but she is just turning 50, and earlier this year, her husband passed away. And I still get a little emotional when I think about that. So bear with me on that. Still, all this is still fresh. Um, but she's been taking care of him for some time now, for a long time. And he did pass. See, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. So let's move on for right now. So she was having her 50th birthday party. She's always wanted a big birthday party. She's not really had one in a long time, probably since she was 16 or 18 or maybe 21. Well, 21 we all went to Vegas, but uh, so we wanted to go and do as much as we could for her and get decorated as Western as we possibly could. And so I'll show you a few of the decor. I took a lot of pictures, and I'll show you some of the decor that we had. Nothing fancy, I mean, it was going to be outside, and it was going to be 108 that day. So we weren't sure how many people were really going to want to sit outside. So we ended up having to split, put a little bit of the decorations inside more than outside. And this is a big place, so no, we didn't go crazy with decorations or anything like that, but it was enough to make the point. And we had a lot of people there. She's got a lot of land in her new house, my middle daughter. And so there was, I think, three, could have been four motorhomes that were also parked in the back. So that if anybody had a little bit too much fun, they didn't have to go anywhere. They could just stay in these motorhomes. So, every once in a while, when everybody's having fun, they have fun. I, on the other hand, had to leave early because I also was driving to Arizona like really early in the morning the next day. So I did have to go home earlier. So I didn't stay till the end of the party like I normally would have, but I didn't this time. So she had a lot of fun. She got a lot of nice little gifts for her 50th year. And I'll show you some of those, or at least what pictures I do have. And then, like I said, you'll have to check out the pants I have on. I'll try and get a close up of one of them because it's I happened to find them at Marshall's, and it was the only Western thing that I could come up with because I don't wear Western clothes. So enjoy the pictures. If I need to add anything more, I will add more to it. And until the next one, bye.